Aloha, my name is Marata Hoet, and I'm originally from Aotearoa, New Zealand, the far north, Hokianga harbour, but I now reside on the island of Maui, upcountry Kula.
And today, what is the cultural demonstration that you're doing here at Ho'omau, and how did you come to learn it?
Okay. My demonstration is bone carving, but I first learned how to carve gourds or hue about 30 years ago with my teacher. Then I went on to carve wood and went to Tikuiri Tuananga or Aotearoa school for 4 years and learned how to carve with the masters. Yeah. Okay. Then I went on to learn bone carving, and now I'm learning to do work with pounamu, greenstone, jade, nephrite. Yes.
Oh, that's awesome. That's awesome.
Yes.
And how? Can you explain a little bit how your journey has progressed from starting from gourds to wood to bone and how jade?
Right. Well, I just followed my passion, just followed my heart, and someone said to me, my teacher said to me, "You got it in you, Marata. Yeah, your ancestors are with you." Yeah. And so that's what I did. I just followed my passion, and I wanted to learn more and more and more, and share it with other people. Yeah.
Cool. Yeah. And so why is this practice important to you personally, but also to the greater Lahui here in Hawaii, but all across the Pacific?
Oh, okay. It connects us to our ancestors, yeah? From my mountains to your mountains, from our gods to your gods, from our rivers to your rivers, our oceans to your oceans. We connect as one people, yeah? Even though you have, our languages are very similar, yeah? And so what I've learned is that we have so many beautiful designs and stories that we want to share with our children, our tamariki or our keiki, yeah, and also the leo, but more so to share the stories and hand them down to others. Yeah, does that help?
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah, okay.
All right, and then is there a specific memory that you might have maybe in your early years of practicing that really solidified your passion and your love for this and made you certain that this is what you wanted to do and perpetuate moving forward?
Yes, so there was a trauma in my life, yep, and the only way I felt that I could deal with the trauma was to find something that I love to do. And that helped me to get through and discover who I was. Yeah. As a Māori wahine, also a Māori carver, and Ngāpuhi descent, or as in ancestral descent. My teacher taught me how to grow gourds. Yeah. And the moment I learned to plant the seed in the ground, it was that moment that I learned how to watch it grow and look after it, yeah? And I realized how precious it was, yeah? And how the plant grows and has tendrils, grows gourds, and it keeps growing as long as you nurture it. And that was me. So, and it's also my family of healing, yeah? So the hue told the story of my family. Yeah. So for each gourd that was grown was a part of my family. Yeah. And so I learned to grow gourds, huge, in our farm up country. Yeah. So we share it now with different cultural practitioners who come from Punana and Kula Kaiapuni, yep. They come and they bring their keiki to choose their ipu, and they made their own ipu out of it, yeah. And for me, that's like a joy and a passion, yeah. You want to see the children learn and grow and be able to appreciate and value what we have as people, and also the stories that go with it. Yeah.
No, yeah, that's beautiful, because if you
Yeah.
think about it, you plant a seed,
Yes.
and that seed will eventually lead to a keki's learning and growing and cultural blossoming. That's beautiful.
Absolutely, yes.
So when it comes to working with Evie specifically, is there a kapu or protocol, or how do you approach working with Evie?
Yes, so the day before, I normally would prepare and say a karakia and ask for permission, yeah, and talk to my ancestors, yeah. And they normally come in a dream. Sometimes I don't sleep, all right, and like last night, I just ask and it comes into my dream, and they show me colours. And so I just see a purple colour, and when I see a purple colour, it gives me permission to work with the bone. Yeah. So then when I come in the morning, I just give gratitude by saying thank you or kia ora, and also saying a karakia. So it is very precious, yes. And we become very grateful, yeah. And the significance is where we always connect Papa Tuanuku, Mother Earth, to Rangi Nui, Sky Father, and our amakua. You say amakua, yeah. We say kaitiaki, yeah. To come, be with us, yeah. Share your knowledge, your wisdom, and also what you would like to share, for me to share with the people, yeah. And then that's it, yeah. And then I'm just blessed for the day, yeah. And then what I have is we have some sort of food to make it gnaw, yeah. What do you call it? Lift the sacredness of it, yeah. And then I just work with it.
And how do you go about acquiring or procuring the bones? Is there a certain type of animal you work with, or do you hunt yourself, or the hunters donate?
Right, we normally get them donated. However, I do have whalebone that is from home, like this one. Yeah. So where I'm from, in the far north, we have a beach, I forget the Māori name for it, 90 Mile Beach, where the whales strand themselves, yeah. And when I was a little girl, there was a nanny that would say to us, we're welcoming them home, yeah. We try to show them the way back to the ocean, but most times yeah. So we have the job of burying the whale, yeah. And there's hundreds of whales. They get stranded on our beach, yeah. But to say there is a very traditional process that we have, yeah. There used to be a traditional way of looking after the bones. There still is, I think. I forget who takes care of that, but there are different tribes that take care of them at home. And it goes to certain carvers, master carvers, but it belongs to the tribe, or what we call iwi, yeah, or hapu, or the family of the land, or tangata whenua, yeah. And so you can, as a master carver, you'd have to ask them for permission to be able to carve whalebone. Yeah. But there are certain protocols that you need to have in place before you can do that.
And just a quick question about that beach. Is that, like, historically, did whales always beach themselves there, and
Yes.
Māori would collect the ivory from the top?
Yes. Yep. Still to this day, I think. I'm not sure whose job it is these days, but as a little girl, that's what I used to. Our family would have to go out there and help either push the whales back in, out, or bury them.
Right, and I'm ignorant because I'm just learning this, but it almost sounds to me like that's where the whales might go to pass on.
Yes, they do, yes. But I was recently told that apparently it's the electromagnetic field that puts their radar off or something.
Yes, that's what
Their sonar.
I know that with like the military, they do that to whales, like in the modern day.
Yes.
But if historically it's been happening forever.
It has been happening
Yeah.
forever,
Then
yes.
that sounds more like it's like a place for them to go and
It is. That's why my nanny said they've come home.
Wow,
Yeah.
that's beautiful.
Yeah.
And then how do you decide what you're gonna carve? Like what the key, the image, this.
Oh, you talk to the bone.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you talk to the bone. Talk to the whale. I just say my pule or my karakia, and then we just talk, and then I look and I see. It's the same with the tree. Yeah. Ooh, you look beautiful, you know. And so if there's a log on the side of the road and you see something there, you go, ooh, that looks beautiful, he's talking to me. So yeah, and that's just how well, for me anyway, that's how I connect. Yeah.
And do you feel like this craft is important to continue for future generations to learn and for it to be passed down generation to generation?
Absolutely, yes. Why? Because we're all part of every living creature, yeah, that ever lived. We are all one, but it's more so that so children can learn about our values, our beliefs, our stories, our protocols, traditions, yeah. Especially if on the island of Maui and you have beautiful haleakala, yeah. Woohoo! I'm so grateful to live up there. You know, you look out and you see from the North Shore to the south, yeah, and the West Maui Mountains. Oh, I'm in heaven, right? And then I'm home away from home. Yeah. So we want to teach our children about what we value, what is precious to us. Yep. Excuse me.
No worries.
Yeah.
How is carving with Evie different from carving with wood or even now that you're starting to work with D8 stone? What is the difference there, and is it special to you? Is there a uniqueness to it?
Oh. Yeah, there is a huge difference. Because you feel the energy from the whale. But it is part of you, and you are the whale is you. I am you, you are me, so to speak. So you want to pay the utmost respect for carving with bone, yeah? It becomes very precious, yeah? So, there is a huge difference though, yeah.
Yeah, so I hunt. So
Oh, yes.
Definitely there's a reverence for when you're processing the animal, there's, that respect and
Yes.
there's just, honoring the animal itself. So I could imagine, I mean, even though wood is very sacred and jade stone being very sacred, I would imagine
Yes.
that Evie is just different because it came from a living being.
Yes, absolutely. And because it comes from a living being, you feel it. I know for me I do, yeah. As opposed to, I've never tried deer. Someone has given me deer horns and things like that. I'm not sure if I've really felt the deer there, but most probably. But to say that it's different again to the whalebone to carve, but they all have an energy, yeah? Yeah. So I think I would still pay it the utmost respect as a hunter, yeah, and as well as a carver, yeah. You appreciate everything you do, yeah, and it gives you nourishment, yeah, for your family as the deer. Same with the whalebone, we use every part of the whale, and we try not to let it go to waste kind of thing.
I would imagine that deer is it's an animal, it's a living being, and you appreciate it because of what it does for your family. But
Yes.
it's still like a invasive species.
Yes.
But I would imagine with a whale, it being such a big, important part of the culture, even being like ohana, right?
Yes. So yes, that's hence the reason why we have the traditions and the karakia or the pule that you would do, and then the process of how you would dissect the whale and things like that. I've never been allowed to do that part. Yeah. In fact, wahine aren't very well known for bone carving. Yep. Same with wood. We weren't particularly allowed to, but my granduncle, he said, you have it in you, Marata. And so he said, so just try. So I did, yeah. And yeah.
So when people come and they visit your tent and they ask questions, they see what you're doing, what do you hope that they walk away having learned, or what do you hope that they experience and take away from that?
That they appreciate everything that we share with them, about the well. I tell them the story of where they come from, and how we connected to the gods, and how we pay respect to, or the process, and what we value from that, and how our family have to welcome them home, or we try to take them out. So I would hope that they would share a story similar to the one I shared with them. Yeah.
And if, let's say, either tomorrow or 20 years from now, someone was watching this video because they were interested in the craft, what would you want to share with them? What would you want them to know about this craft, or even just doing a cultural, being grounded in your culture?
Know your culture, yeah. Learn about your living beings, your creatures, yeah. What your protocol is for your people, or wherever it may be, wherever you might live, yeah. Have the utmost respect, yeah, for the work that you do. Value everything, yeah, that's precious to you, and then share it with the world. And then you might share it with another person one day, and they might value what you've shared. Is that helpful? Yeah.
Is there anything else you would want to share about this, or the farm maybe that you do? Because as I understand, the farm itself is an interesting concept, right? Like part non-profit, part.
Yes. So we have two parts: upcountry farm specialties, which Grandma and Grandpa did for many years, making jams, jellies, honey, coffee, processing, protea flowers, all kinds of things, yeah. And it was more for their retirement, yeah. And then we have 2 acres, which is non-profit. And since the fires, the Lahaina fires, we decided to build 22 planter boxes, build a greenhouse, and now we're growing lots of vegetables to donate to the people of Lahaina and the food bank. So we donated about approximately 500 pounds of kalo, yeah, as you had with your, yeah, and gave away the huli for mana ulu, and people just loved it, came from near and far, so that was awesome. Then we grew cabbages the size of a big huge banana box, and food bank said, wow, you can only fit 1 in a box. And they go, oh my God, what are we going to do with it? So yeah, we just love growing. We have lots of volunteers come help us grow vegetables, So we have uala, your sweet potato. Yeah. Yum, the best ever. Kalo, sweet potato. We also grow lots of mamaki. Yeah, for medicinal purpose. You know, there's lots of people with high blood pressure. Right, yes. And spices, and we wanted to start learning about medicinal plants, yeah, ones from here, yeah. So we're still learning, but that's part of our non-profit as well, yeah.
And so the cultural practice that you're here demonstrating is bone carving, but do you feel that being a mahiai or a farmer is just as important?
Absolutely, yes, yes.
And why?
And why? For us, it's about giving back to the people and looking after them, yeah? And that was our way of, Grandma and Grandpa, they said that too. They said, remember the people, yeah? Give back to the community. And so we want to.
How is being a farmer or perpetuating that knowledge just as important as bone carving?
Oh!
Here. I'll use this earlier.
It's looking after people, yeah, and growing the beautiful, it's learning to nurture the land, yeah, in such a way that we're trying to work towards organic way of nurturing. We have built some networks now, amazing people who are helping us to, rather than use weed mat, they use serrated cardboard, which helps to keep the weeds down. And that's working really well. They've also made organic fertilizers. And so it's part of nurturing the land, yeah. We have to look after our soil and also keep our water clean, yeah. It's too precious. And so we're very particular on how much water we use, because we know there's very little of it, right? Yeah. And so it's about looking after our people, looking after everyone that is around us, yeah, all connected to us, yeah. So it's about giving back to the people and the community, wider community, yeah. Is that enough?
No, yeah, is there anything else that you would like to share?
No, that's me. I think I
Well,
talked too much.
That was awesome.
Oh, sorry, I talked too much.
No, not at all.
Oh, good.